Welcome back to the TimConLAN 9 Diabotical Duel final stage. We are at the second semi-final, or the loser bracket final. It's between Firebot and Vigor. We've already started on Sanctum. Second map is Skybreak. The third map is Axiom. And Firebot's already here on yellow. Already has the Mega behind him now, tries to contest Vigor here on the red. Will miss the rail. Goes to the Mega side to slight bit of damage against Vigor, picking up the Mega. Does not succeed in that, or Vigor will slightly surprise him on the same level from behind. Yellow is a bit contested by Vigor. Does manage to get some damage. Firebot will steal the red in front of Vigor. Already saw. Oh, hello, Vigor! That is right in front of the jump pad. Wow, the low health on Firebot as well. Got quite a bit of damage. Vigor now. That rocket damage has the Mega health now controlled. Has the red control. Firebot now at a pretty good stack with the yellow. Goes for a slight push with the LG. It's the second rail in a row. This is the third. Goes through the teleporter with a shaft. Makes Vigor fall back with a low stack. Firebot pushing in with 200 himself, and then Vigor now picking up Mega. Doesn't have much of an armor, but he could go to yellow. Firebot falling back to red. Firebot already knowing that yellow has just been freshly picked up. Now Vigor's already in there again. Peeks for a small rocket but doesn't hit it. Tries to bombard the red area. Vigor ends up falling back. Firebot's safe to pick it up. Mega's up. Vigor from bombarding from above. Drops down. Rocket jumps over. Over the lift. Firebot at pretty good armor. They're pretty much in even stacks right now. Vigor coming through the teleporter. Neither managed to get much damage on each other. Vigor now has red and he's pretty much fully stacked. Could make a real nice push here. Firebot slightly increases the health with the bubbles. Encounters Vigor. Just 5 seconds left on the Mega. Quite a bit of shaft damage on Firebot, and the rail spool hit a lot back on Vigor as well, but wow, that damage. Both missed their rail on Mega pickup now. Firebot has it. Doesn't go after Vigor, however, just picks up the red, goes in the corner with the next confrontation. Puts Vigor on a slightly lower stack. Takes the jump pad above on the same level as Vigor. Gets the frag. That shaft just disintegrated every single piece of stack that Vigor had left. Firebot's not waiting for yellow just yet. Trying to push Vigor down on the red side. Doesn't manage to get the rockets hit on the last time, but still manages to get the shotgun blast on 5 HP. But Vigor knowing that Firebot couldn't have been any lower. Oh, and so he gets the machine gun kill, and another kill on Firebot on the jump pad. It is now tied. Firebot having no armor. Vigor denying the red. Firebot waiting on the yellow now. Doesn't manage to pick it up. Now it's also Vigor's. He will pick it up. Firebot now desperately trying to get any sort of armor. None of them are spawning. 3 seconds to blue. Vigor falls back on a more important pickup, and that is the Mega. He gets it. Firebot falls back on the blue. Now they both meet at red. Firebot will be picking that up. Vigor trying to chase him after on the higher ground. Here's Firebot right above. It's slight, even a direct hit. Rocket and a bit of quite a lot of damage. And the rail across the map will get him. A third frag. Red's been picked up, now even blue. Now he's going for Mega, which was barely picked up by Firebolt there. Slightly mistakes Firebolt's next position, predicts the rocket wrongly. And Vigor does end up falling back to the yellow. There's a bit of low health here, but Firebolt has no armor to work with. Now he has to pick up red here. Vigor contests this. Doesn't even go for red. Tries to still slightly peek around the corner, where the Vigor would be picking it up. Yellow is now up, and so is Mega. Oh, Vigor. I don't know if that was a fake rocket jump or not. That was looking a little bit awkward, but he got both Mega and Yellow. Now he's got the stack to push for another frag here against Firebolt. It's a bit of shaft damage here, secures the red area. So just stand still there for a while. Takes the red, goes for Yellow now, which is about to spawn, pushes Firebolt out of it, and gets the Yellow for himself. Now Firebolt struggling with around 50 HP or so, maybe. There we go, finally got back to nearly 100. Vigor securing the Mega health even. Now he still has the stack, hasn't lost even a single bit. Firebolt getting the red, however, that will protect him a little bit. Vigor slightly confused where Firebolt even went. He didn't go through the door. Goes into the yellow, misses the rail. On Firebolt, second one will hit. He's got a bit of that armor, even with that health, to protect him. Vigor now has obliterated all of his armor. His own armor, rather, by Firebolt's attacks. That rail. 200 HP on Firebolt. That rail will make it slightly worse. Third rail in a row. Vigor now waiting for blue armor. Spawned for him. Ooh, nice rest. That's 4 in a row. Vigor has this amazing accuracy. This time, Firebolt really didn't have a frantic start in terms of frags, but it's been a very even game. Vigor still holding the lead, however. Bombarding the red area with rockets to pretty much no effect. Still heard Firebolt somewhere. Yellow spawning in 3 seconds. Vigor not really anticipating Firebolt around the corner. Catches a bit of damage there. Tries to attempts to go for Yellow, but it's already picked up by Firebolt. Now Mega's up. Picked up by Firebolt as well. Then Vigor gets a defensive rail there. Even a direct rocket before picking up that red. They're on. Okay, Firebolt's got a little bit more stack with that yellow picked up now. It's right above Vigor. Will miss his rail. Second one as well. He will get a bit of splash damage from the rocket. Whoa, that rocket and the rail. Vigor now on yellow. Blue is now up. Finally, the Firebolt took care of that. Got a pretty good stack to go with, especially now if he's staying on the shred. And picking it up with no damage indeed, and he does. Vigor doesn't get much damage on him. Yellow now on Vigor's control. With a rocket splash, couple rails. The Firebolt will heal out of those. Third rail will miss. 200 stack on a Vigor. Does he dare to make this push? Slight rocket splash on Nightbot. What the hell? Firebolt. Why did I say Nightbot? I have no idea. Vigor. 120 stacks. Still tries to contest Firebolt here, who previously had no armor, now has yellow. Has been a very even game. Oh, quite a lot of damage. He hears Firebolt extremely low. Shotgun obliterates the armor and gets the 4th frag for Vigor. But now Vigor, even after this mega pickup, doesn't have much armor to go for. Goes for heavy, that's picked up by Fire, but still tries to go for some excessive damage on Fire, but to obliterate that armor again. Yellow not picked up yet by Firebot, but he made sure that Vigor would fall back. Now he's not doing good. Mega's not up for any time soon, and all he has is 150 stack. One blue behind. Now, hopefully one red behind as well, but no. He's also gonna concede it to Firebot. Mega can do some wonders here, especially with this yellow. If he escapes this yellow area unscathed. Yes, here we go. They're both again in very even stacks, and Vigor is at golden frag. This is the rail on Firebot, hits the second one after picking up Firebot picked up heavy. Nice rocket splash. Pushes Firebot a little bit further now. Vigor has secured the yellow. It is splash damage, a lot of splash damage on Vigor, however, from Firebot. Now it's 3-4. Firebot sees Mega. Yellow's been taken. 5 seconds until Mega. Red spawning pretty much at the same time. Firebot just trying to secure the area. Suspects that Mega may be spawning at a different time, but indeed is same time. Vigor. Firebot has no knowledge of him. Heard a rail somewhere. There we go. Is that yellow? Firebot misses the rails. Lost the angle on Vigor there. Now he's going to red. Firebot will give it to him, but also try to do a bit of damage in the meantime. Now it's 5 seconds to make it 3 rockets. 2 of them hitting directly, and that shaft will finish things off. It's golden frag for also Firebot. 1 frag will determine this match. And this is only the first map. Although I will say it just may be highly dependent on the map itself. Because Vigor, he had one hell of a confrontation against Fierce, I believe also on this map. He did one hell of a climb. It was suddenly a very even game, but then on the next game he did one hell of a game. Kept excellent control and kept steamrolling. Vigor now, most low HP, now has control of red. The Firebot here pretty much fully stacked. Could go for the comeback victory here. Vigor trying to listen. Sorry, Firebot trying to listen with Vigor's moving. Oh, and here comes Vigor. Also, pretty good reflexes, knowing that where Firebot is, and they're both on low speed. Firebot even lower. Oh, and that will be Vigor's game in the end. Wow. He kept a very good control all the time, and both players did, in fact. And Firebot did a slight comeback. Both were at golden frag, but Vigor ended up taking it. Very well played by both players. Now the next map will be Skybreak. And I again don't know like which player picked which map, but like
Skybreak.
I can't tell who actually even. I can tell even less than that because, on the first map, because that was a very tight match. Now Skybreak, we'll see what that is like. Another map that has a yellow armor. But if you don't have mega timing, then you're going to only have to rely on that. Maybe even heavy. Here we go. Starting from Vigor. Spawns on the red. Hope opens the door for a rail, but gets railed himself instead. Mega picked up by fire, but he's got a pretty good stack with that yellow now. Vigor getting a little bit disintegrated by that shaft. Only 74 stack remaining. He really does not want to be exposed like that, even if the doors were there. They were open. Fireball on the other side. Tries to smoke screen. Both go in the mega platform. Vigor will pick it up with barely any health left. Fireball at 200 stack now after that will pick up. Tries to go for red here. Vigor, ooh, very low HP. Surely enough, that rocket goes through armor enough if you're that low on HP. Vigor getting slight damage now, even very low on HP. So is Firebot. Goes for the Mega. Vigor has no other option but to wait for red. But he's not in fact there. I think he's actually going for yellow. He is! With that little HP remaining, it takes the jump pad. Takes the yellow, but still with that HP remaining. Firebot could still get 2 rails in. He doesn't in fact. Now he is trying to control both Mega and red here. But, red has been up now. Smoke screen Weeball will make Firebot's apprehension on Mega a bit difficult. Vigor will get it. Firebot rushing into red. It's a bit of damage from Vigor. Firebot gets the red and gets a few rails in. Slow field Weeball, especially around this pillar, will make Firebot's job very difficult, but still gets quite a lot of rocket damage. And here comes Firebot, but still gets fragged. But quite a damage on Vigor, but now he gets the mega health. That's his only protection. He's got no other armor to back up to besides yellow now. He could just back up into that. This is the rail with that angle. Firebot coming from the other end. Nice rocket jump into a rail on Firebot by Vigor, but Firebot ends up getting the more damage. Five seconds on Mega, and now yellow spawning in 5 as well. Mega picked up by Firebot now. Oh, there we go. Sneaky. One directed and second rail in a row. 175 damage on Firebot will slightly even that stack between Vigor and now Firebot falling back to red, making those stacks even. Even blue now, his armor is a bit higher. Five seconds to both Mega and red. Vigor trying to contest the Mega here. Accidentally, I think, takes the teleporter and falls back to red. Misses the blaster jump over the catwalk. Suspects that Fireball making coming from the other end. Red has spawned. Now Vigor's just trying to get some more rockets here and then take the red. Both Mega and red are pretty much spawning at the same time. I think both players will just moderately fall back to those pickups, but Vigor is a player, and perhaps even Firebot is, who likes to challenge the other player first, then get the pickups. Nice rail by Vigor. He will get the yellow there, will miss the other, and third rail goes into Mega. Now Firebot falling back to red. No encounter there again. Second rail in a row. Third rail in a row by Vigor. Realize that's enough damage, so he falls back on blue, but still encounters him on the same level. Mega side. Falls back on yellow. Fireball only has pretty much nothing but heavy left coming up to fall off into. And he's not even there. Fireball has no armor whatsoever at this moment. Realizes that heavy has been picked up 4th rail in a row by Vigor. Finally, Fireball gets a blue. It's a small health pickup. I think he can survive a 90. That would definitely can survive now. 90 damage rail if Vigor doesn't miss. Red once again secured by Vigor. Doesn't get much more benefit than just 200 armor out of that in total. But at least he doesn't give it out to Firebot. 10 seconds to Mega here. Fight over the other side of the room. Nice 90 damage rail on Firebot. That will push Firebot a little further back. Vigor catching himself in his own slow field. Gets the Mega. Heavy picked up by Firebot. 6 rails in a row by Vigor. Now I think he might just hit that 7th. First gets like a couple rockets in there, so they obliterate the armor first, and then if Firebot ends up being at 100 HP, that'll be perfect for a 100 damage rail. They get picked up bigger. But a pretty comfortable stack to make this into some kind of a push for frags. Firebot has the armor advantage. He's a bull for himself. Amazing damage. And the 100 rail is in place. I guess the second frag. This is the future rails, however. Oh, the damage after the mega pickup from the blaster. Now Vigor's suddenly lost all control. Pretty much Firebot just... It's like he needed this spawn. Oh, 1 HP remaining on Vigor. 100 damage. Rocket on Firebot, however, Vigor was very close to not being railed there. Rather, being railed there. Still very low. Very low on HP. Could even get fragged by a rail here. Not anymore. The small health pickups help a lot with the yellow armor. Survive 1 at least. Probably not a second. There we go. Health pickups. It's amazing how quickly these players can recover. Repair pretty much all of the damage. Shaft is coming through the small field. Ooh, and it's a chase. Vigor at 2 HP. Firebot ends up giving up. That was very close to a tie. Vigor having 2 HP remaining. Now 52. There we go. Slightly replenishing his health. Getting a red as well. Firebot now with nearly fully stacked. Still catches a rail. 2 in a row by Vigor. Misses the 3rd. Or 96 stack. Gets a rail on Firebot trying to pick up the red there. In fact, he does already. Vigor falling back to red. Firebot. Oh, there's quite a bit of damage even after that mega pickup, but Vigor also needs to fall back to a pickup. There we go. Firebot. As his armor completely disintegrated, but the health is still there. In fact, both players are extremely low, and Vigor will go down. That will be a tie in frags. Firebot needs to replenish the health fast, and he can do that pretty fast, in fact, with the smaller pickups. Now he suspects the mega health will be Vigor's. He's still trying to get some damage in. Vigor suppressing those 2 doorways with the blaster. Now it's Vigor's mega indeed. Tries to slightly contest Firebot stack in the center. Oh, but Firebot coming in on the yellow area. Nearly denying yellow. But the smoke screen Weeball will still save it for Vigor. Still, Vigor's armor does not look good. And just as I say that, comes around the corner himself, completely bombarded, and the next frag as well. Tries to go for some aggressive push with the shotgun, gets the Mega this time. Firebot takes a little bit of patience with the rail, but misses. Second one as well. Third one as well. Goes down very low, in fact. Vigor now. Did pick up Mega, did pick up yellow. He's got a pretty good stack to go for here, but Firebot picking up red here. Slowfield Weebo comes in.
Golden frag.
Preventing Vigor from pushing there. Golden frag is on Firebot. What a push for 2 frags. That will make Firebot's gameplay a little bit more confident. Vigor suppressed by Firebot's rockets, trying to jump over to Mega. He's just stuck in the single pillar. Firebot here with a pincer. Once again takes a bit of patience with the aim. Misses. Really does not want to fire any weapon. He's just waiting for Vigor to jump, and he does, but he still gets the Mega. Firebot now with an excessive armor advantage. Vigor with the health. He also do a bit of damage here in the red area. Has the higher ground on the red, but Firebot will pick it up. Takes a bit of damage. Quick rocket splash by Vigor there. Now Slowfield will go onto Mega. No sight of Vigor either because the smoke screen just completely distracted. Firebot there comes through the doorways to push for some damage. And Firebot will push him back. Here there's again a fight over the heavy. Vigor pushes in and takes 1 frag back. Armor got completely revoked, but his health is still remaining, but 19 HP trying to pick up that Mega. He's not going for it. He's going for some smaller pickups. But he's going to be spawning once again in a moment. But that is such a low health that Vigor is really not going to contest it. Firebot will be having the red. Vigor has to wait a couple more seconds for yellow, and he does not want to fall down those stairs, but he's still eager for some damage here with 19 HP. That's going to be very risky. And it is golden frag for Firebot. He needs to remember that. Red has spawned on Firebot. He's picked up the Mega on the other side of the map. Vigor waiting for a bit with the red and finally going on the other side for the yellow. Oh, that is a rocket. Did not see the number of damage that did, but that was certainly a hit sound. The damage Firebot can do with a single rail. Vigor was trying to look for Mega jumping on the platform, but it was not there. Both catch a rail. Vigor could dodge the next one now. No longer picking up the red. Gets another rail from the doorway. Firebot has pretty good, dare I say, perception where his opponents are always. 4 seconds until heavy should be Firebot this. Oh, never mind. Firebot is contesting on Mega. Vigor knowing that, oh, he's not in there. I will try to pick up this heavy there. But that will be his demise because Firebot was on a last chase against Vigor, and that will be his map. Firebot had pretty good control. I'd say the Mega side is where he was mostly dominating, although Vigor did amazing escapes out of it as well with the smoke screen and the slow field. And this means that it's the map scores are tied. We're going to our decider map, Axiom. Really curious to see how this goes. It was both last maps were pretty even. Both had excellent control, pretty nice accuracy and everything. But we'll see how Axiom goes, and we'll definitely see who's in better control, because I've said this many times. I've probably even said it today as well, that if you just don't have control, or mostly control over Mega or Red, which can be picked up quite well by the opposing player, then all you have to rely on are the blue armors, and they are a bit further apart from each other in this map. So this being a bigger map. Vigor trying to use the void cannon for a bit of blast damage with the projectile. Firebot denying his approach there with a few rails. Gets a blue armor. Vigor not at 80 HP. Oh, doesn't go for the blue. Now finally, gets a bit of damage on Firebot, but that staircase, and especially that he just caught him with that stack, is not going to be his fight. Vigor, once again, very low on HP. This shotgun finisher could be his. Goes through the teleporter, finishes Vigor off. 2-0 the Firebot. Second rail in a row hit. Shotgun trying to finish him off with that. Went through the teleporter once again. And Firebot is going through entire map for Red. Third rail in a row, and Vigor is on a very low stack. Once again, yeah, this is what I mean. He's relying on only blue armors, and that doesn't give you much stack, especially when the opposing player has 4 rails in a row. A fifth one will miss. Firebot not going for Red just yet. Trying to secure the place first. See if Vigor's going for it. He's not. Vigor is completely somewhere else, but I think Vigor also tries to find out where Firebot is. They meet each other on the same hallway. She's trying to go through the teleporter. He's catching so much damage. And Firebot catches him with a rocket splash. Firebot nearly got his entire armor destroyed, but that blue will take care of that a little bit. Mega health also picked up. Second blue. Oh. There's rails occasionally by Vigor, but they have to be more than that. If Vigor really wants to push Firebot's stack down, he's got his armor destroyed. Now should be the time. Third rail move miss. Or was it the fourth? Oh, that the health pickup barely saved his life. I think even the blue. Firebot is just... Holy hell, this player taking all the damage and still staying on low HP. Picking up just enough stack to stay in the game. 110 stack right now. There's not much to work with. Vigor doesn't in fact have the red. Red wasn't even picked up. No, Firebot takes it instead. Vigor just on such a low HP. They really would even benefit from a blue mega spawning in 2 seconds. Vigor has to make the jump. Firebot misses the rail, decides to concede it. Second rail will hit. Vigor is still in 100 HP. No, 90 HP, 160 HP. Oh, sorry, armor. Three to 0 in frags, and he's just still keeping it going. Mega spawned. Firebot has that amazing control. Still keeping Vigor at bay. Bit of void cannon damage, but his rails will sadly miss. Implosion Weeball will just trap Vigor in one spot a little bit before, but does not decide to go into the battle. He's at a very comfortable position with those 3 frags in that stack, but Vigor going in for the offense, cornered by the shaft, and he will get the frag. And now red is suddenly his. Nice rail through the teleporter. Going through the teleporter and then railed Vigor at pretty much 200 stack. Void Cannon will keep fire, but a little bit at bay, but still do quite a lot of damage. Vigor's armor is still completely gone. 80. 3rd rail in a row. 4th wall will miss on the stair, and Firebolt goes super low on HP. Oh, it's quite a bit of damage by both players. Vigor only at health. Firebolt is still having a bit of stack there. Vigor now getting the red Firebolt. Somewhere else on the map, trying to rely on the smaller blues. Mega is now Vigor's. This could be a stack that he could push a frag or 2 with. Into Firebolt. Red has just spawned Firebolt. Suspected to be right above, right there. Fail back, Vigor, safe to pick up the red. Firebolt coming from the other side. Void Cannon will not get the damage. Rail will, however, 2nd rail will miss. This should be your push, Vigor, right now. Doesn't even get hit by the rails by fire, but we'll get the Mega. This is his own rail. Bit of damage. Oh, and even more with the rocket into the rail. And he's nearly dead. He is dead. 68 stack left on Vigor, and that is his 2nd frag. He's making that climb, even though it is slow. Slow but steady climb here. Firebolt doesn't seem happy about that. He really wants him dead, but he's left with 17 or so health. And Firebolt goes to 121 damage with the Void Cannon. Doesn't hit the 2nd one though, but he's very low with that blue. He's just desperate with that LG accuracy. We'll eventually get him and we'll take the lead. Vigor. How do you do that? Faces him in Mega. 6 seconds left until that Void Cannon blast hits nothing. Firebolt still on the lookout for the Mega. Goes for it. 200 HP. Vigor has to fall back for the red. Pretty even stacks, I'd say. Vigor maybe slightly more. Now that he's picked up blue, could be making for another push, secure that lead for him. Potentially we get golden frag sooner. Alright, here we go. Firebolt on Mega. Defending it fiercely. Already picked it up, but now he's just trying to have a combat here with Vigor. Gets some rail damage on him. Vigor falling back on the blue, getting that 50. Oh, what a rocket around the corner. We'll push Vigor a little bit back, seemingly, but Firebolt doesn't anticipate. He's still there. That rail hit on Vigor. Vigor hits one back. Firebolt misses a 2nd. Holy hell, these shots. 70. Hit on Firebolt. 2nd one will miss, so does Firebolt. It's just a small drive-by fight. Oh my god, that rocket. That's a very long range. Ooh, long range void cannon blast. Doesn't go for projectile damage, but nothing. Rather, I think he tried to fake the projectiles. There we go. Firebolt on the other side of the map, on the higher ground. Doesn't even know where Vigor is. Vigor at first didn't even get the same idea either, but he notices him first. Firebolt doesn't have much of an armor. Has to fall back to some armor, especially this red. 53 HP remaining on Vigor. That was a slight mistake on the rocket jump. 5 seconds on Mega. 78 HP remaining on Vigor. Blue armor. Picked up by Vigor. He has to fall back for some bigger stack than that. When Firebolt has Mega. Ooh, and that rail accuracy across the map. He needs to look after himself and his stack. Blue. Picked up next to Mega here by Vigor. Vigor trying to spot him over. Firebolt has a few angles here and there where you can see Vigor, where you get a decent rail shot or two. Here's him pick up Mega, goes for a rail shot, very nice. There's splash damage, makes Firebolt turn back on the other corridor. Gets blue. Red is about to spawn. And in just less than 20 seconds, or if he gets this frag, he can get golden frag. Vigor gets the red. At this point, I am going to call it that it may just be golden frag. Oh, here we go. But I don't want to curse things. It's the thing with the caster. You don't know what you say about each player here and their situations. Golden frag goes to Vigor. In fact, trying to get some void kind of damage. Doesn't get any of that. Doesn't pick up red yet either. It's just going to delay it a little bit so that Firebolt would know it's picked up later. It's exactly what we want to see. A pretty even match in a decider map. Vigor picks up Mega. Oh boy, that damage on Firebolt. He's super low on HP. Now that would be his chance to push. Single rail would still probably damage him. 75 does not cut it. Goes into very low HP once again. Vigor picks up red. Fire Bat tries to go through the teleporter, and that is Vigor's matchup. And he will continue over to the grand finals of this tournament. Wow, what matches! Incredible. First two maps already were pretty even, and now this one. This is what I call pretty much the same matchmaking, even matchup. Very well played by Vigor, also very well played by Firebolt. Very nice contestants, both of them. But sadly, Firebolt will have to drop out, and Vigor will continue over to the grand finals with Backstein. And with that said, we'll be back with the grand finals. First, we'll show the CPMA tournaments finals, and then we'll cut on to the grand finals later on in the TimConLAN 9 Diabotical dual tourney. So see you in a few hours after the CPMA matches are over. Otherwise, I'm Capelli47 and see you around a bit.